gave it to us, and they sent them around. They sent them around. And I have done several weddings now, and the last I did was for my grandson over in Boston. And somehow his fiance found out that I had done Cherokee weddings before. One of the most renowned one, I guess, was for Marcia and Mike Posey and Marcia Fritz. And then I've done others. I've done Jamie, what's her name? From Grove, Oklahoma. And I've done others. But anyway, the gag adjustment, what you mean is they sent them around. What they did was they sent them around what they call a fiber. And going around, it represented a direction where they were going to go. And this blessing is part of that. And going to water is a blessing that the Cherokees have done for centuries, for a long time. You can pick up a history book and you can read about the going to water. And it did it before. But back then there was water all over the place. There was lakes, there were streams. But here, water travels like this too. So, and a long time ago, you can go to water for all kinds of purposes, reasons. I'll give you an example. My father, who was in World War I, he went to water on the Rhine River while he was in the Army. And he carried with him this. It's a special kind of tree. It has a white center in it. It's called Notatlin. You can remember it. Notatlin. And it's used like a wand to prepare things. So I will prepare this. For centuries, the Cherokees have prepared their water. In that preparation, Osna knew that. And they made it good and fixed it. They fixed it for good. So that's what they will do. And what happens is that they have given the water that you're going to use a message. The water carries that message into your body, throughout your body. It carries it. Hopefully, there. And we restrict the message only for good ones, good messages. So what you try to think of as many as good thoughts as you can. Gratifying thoughts. All the gratifying thoughts that you can. Think of. And you send it from where you're sitting or where you're standing. Send that message to this water. Because this water is going to go to this couple. And they're going to use it both externally and internally. And so we got all the bases covered. All you think of is good thoughts, like success, serenity, happiness, joy. So just and come up with your own. And all that message goes to this water for their benefit, and they'll do the same thing for themselves. And so if Dad went to water on the Rhine River, he went like this. At least 4 times. Some people do it 7 times. Some people do it 12 times. depending upon the situation. Since we have no adverse kind of things in these things, and everything is hitting on all cylinders, every spark plug is working for these two right now. From your humanness. And so I switched to the bottled water, of going to water several years back because I was given a book that a Japanese philosopher, scientist had written about how the water carries the message of life to you. And it's weird because the Japanese are saying that this research is showing that the water communicates. And he's scientifically verified that. Water communicates. Where else is the water going to give the message? So I'm going to send them around. This is just like a wedding. First, they're going to go north. I said, if you go to the north, you'll be walking together as one journey. And they will face the elements together. They'll face all the elements of the north together. They will keep each other warm. If they run into rain, if they run into snow, if they run into all inclement weathers and things like that going north, they'll keep each other, they'll face those together. Amen. Come. Udeli, udeli, said us, he says, need you la, how you start, he says. Ulsi, gonna you got sunny door. That's the dog of what these guys do. If you go to the west, you're going to sometimes you're going to face darkness. There will be dark times. But when you can't see and he can, he'll be your eyes. And vice versa. And when he can't see and you can see, you'll be telling him, you know what you see and what you both see. You go to the south, and what you do is you have all the warmth down there. You have the commitment. You have the faithfulness. You have the devotion. You have the loyalty. All the strong feelings. And then to the east, always remember, regardless of what you have walked through together, and good, bad, or indifferent, you still do it together. You still travel and journey together. But you'll know that facing east, that a new day will be coming up each morning. You can leave something behind. You can leave those unpleasantness, disappointments, frustrations, all behind you. The kaluga daily steadfastly gassed. The subtleties gassed. The gun no go gassed. No ding. The godly scarcity. It's funny, the godly scarcity is a funny thing when you start thinking about it. Shines on both of us. And there's a word that says, godly, godly, we're partners. Sun shines on both of us. water. Open it. Let's see if we can open. Before you open it, okay, it's okay. And you can take the lid off like you do the, okay, okay. You're holding it together. I want you to give that thing a message, that water a message from your heart. All of you doing the same thing. Give that water a beautiful goodness message. And just think, we're collaborating everybody's good feelings. And you're sending that good message to that water. Okay, you put a little bit in her hand, and she'll take it for a little bit in yours. Okay, all right. It's just water. Okay. Rub it together. Over your body. Over your body. That texture, the external. You're fortified with good thoughts. Now you take a sip. Interlock it. You can take a sip. Interlock your hands or something. Okay. And to think that our people, this is a modern way, but to think our people have gone to water. Every time I went home when I'd been gone for a long time, Dad woke us all up every morning that we were home, we went to water. And before our day started, we went to water. And that, in sense, said, I have no animosities because you've only thought about good thoughts. Bless your marriage. Thank you for having me. This is yours. Good. Thank you.
Tom, is this time or?
Yeah.
Or did you want to do it later? Was it there later?
No, it's fine. Can you get my flute on top of the fridge? If I go over there, someone might think I'm going to give her some food. Congratulations. I'm very honored to be back with you tonight, share this day, and I was driving over here and I was thinking about, what kind of day it was today. I was going, wow. I said, Joni and Colin can always remember that they got married right before New Year's and it was 55 degrees out, beautiful day to come together, I was thinking like that, and I'm glad I'm very able to make it here this evening, and I want to thank Benny for what you did. Benny's known me since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. He knew my father, and my dad worked for you at high school. My dad had nothing but good things to say about Benny. I want to thank you again. And thank Creator that you're still able to be here with us. So with that, I just want to say before I play that like all of us know, Creator gives us certain gifts. Writing, music, and or whatever it may be, each and every one of us have a gift. It's something that's kind of inherent. We don't really. The gift from Creator is something that we don't pay money for, so to speak. He blesses us. called me over. We were at ceremonial meal. He called me over after the meal. He said, "Tom, come to my car. I'll show you something." Okay. He was a bootmaker. So he opens his trunk and there's this blanket and there's field flutes there. I said, "Pick one out." Man, this guy's trying to sell me something, you know. My first thought, of course. Wow. You want me to pick one out? I said, "Yeah." He said, "Pick one out, Tom." So, I said, well, if I'm going to buy one, I'm going to kind of look at the least one that, might not cost so much. I picked out the cedar fruit, a different one than this. Someone else gave me this one. I said, how about that one? He said, okay. Yeah. I said, how much you want for it? He looked at me and said, I don't want anything. He said, I just want you to learn how to play it. And I said, you don't want nothing for it? You just want me to learn how to play this? He said, yeah. He said, something's laid on my heart to give this to you. I said, wow. Because I've always loved to play. And so I took it home, thanked him, Glitch and all that, I kind of put it up on the shelf for a long time because I was intimidated by it. I was intimidated by the music it makes, and the sound it makes. And so I went home and told one of my uncles what this man did. And he said, well, son, he said, our people, the Kiowas, he said, our people believe that something like this, and if you really want it, you go to create it. Smoke with it. Pray with that smoke. So when you're ready in the morning, when the sun's rising, you face the east and ask him for help with it. When you're ready. Okay. So I did that. I asked Creator, I said, I don't know how to play this, and there spoken. This man had good thoughts, Just help me. So put the prayer smoke in the ground, covered it up. So, sure enough, my intimidation of it went away, and I started picking it up a little bit, put it back, and then a little bit more, put it back, and music started coming out, And so that proved to me that if you always have Creator in mind, things will always work out. And that's what my wish for you guys is. I know you both what we call in our language ade, and good-hearted people. Your heart is good. He listens. And you don't need, he gave us certain things to use, but if you don't have them, you really don't need them. He listens. You need help. Just talk to him like we talk to him. He'll listen. He gave us cedar, fireplace, whatever, instruments, ceremonies. That's all good. But sometimes we might be in a pinch and we wouldn't have those instruments or anything with us. Just talk to him, he'll listen. Never forget that. He'll always carry us. So I'm going to play a little song for you guys. And then what really intimidated me was this music. You know, what I always learned was they're kind of like catch sweethearts. You know, back in the day, the young men would be in the village and he'd eyeball a person he was interested in. And about this time of evening, he would go by the teepee or the lodge, sit out there and kind of court her with that music, you know, get her attention. Pretty soon you know it, you know, if she likes it, they'll have a robe, cover themselves over with that robe and visit. That was the dating. And my grandmother said, "No, honey, we never kissed like they do in the movies." I said, "How did they kiss way back then, Mom?" The grandma? She said, "They rubbed cheeks." That's how them old folks kissed. So when they were under that robe, dating, these rubbed cheeks. I said, "Wow, you know, well, I know them little guys didn't have whiskers, you know." But I thought that was interesting. And that was a part of the history of the flute from our people, Southern Plains people. It was a courting instrument. So I think it's very appropriate that you guys have a little courting music on this good day.
Hiya, 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 hiya!